There is live reporting from Extra VOD. Unbelievable news. Guys, in today's video, I got some crazy news. It's thrilling. Because XRP recently broke out of a downward trend that had held it for 55, 56 days, or literally 2 months. It has been unable to break above this one resistance line, or I suppose it has been unable to, depending on how the wicks or body candle closes. It only recently emerged from it today. Alright, so by tomorrow, I believe we will likely retest this area and use this line as support before turning it into support. But it did already, didn't it? It already did on the lesser time frames. I'm not sure if it needs to return here, although XRP will probably be supported in this region going forward. Alright, okay gentlemen, this box will be used as support for increased prices. Not to, here in the far future. We have some external catalysts that will be linking to the price pump and coming as well. So this is serious, guys. It just broke out. Now, update the Doge. Hold on, why are you bringing up Doge while we're discussing XRP? Well, extra file. Hold for a minute. The Doge ETF for Dogecoin has been postponed and will launch tomorrow. Does this launch before an XRP ETF? What kind of clown world is this? Alright, hold on a minute. It's all going live, people. Fidelity's Solana ETF is listed by DTCC in Canary's XRP ETF. Justin. Alright, so there are rumors that it will launch rather soon, guys, and this will be related to the price pump, correct? I do think there will be another ETF for XRP. It appears to have been postponed until November, and I believe I forgot where Franklin Templeton was. Alright, so all of these ETFs for all of these altcoins will launch in the near future, correct? What does that mean, guys? It simply implies that we're going to keep going up. It's a one. By the way, this incident only happens once in 1,000 years. It's really uncommon. It is less frequent than the occasional celestial occurrences. Alright, but why do you buy the rumor and then the news? Purchase the rumor. Now, if you have some extra money and then purchase the news, you also purchase it when it becomes live. You know what I mean? For XRP, it's a net win. Guys, it's spot. It is spot, according to people. Alright, that's what we were hoping to see. The DTCC serves as a central depository and clearing house. They guarantee the safe and effective processing of transactions. And ETF's inclusion in the DTCC's infrastructure, a vital component of the NAFSA's post-trade financial services program, is shown by the ETF's listing. As we speak, the plumbing is being installed. What will happen next? Guys, we are currently in the pre-launch stage. Right now, everything is being prepared for launch. I'm not sure of the exact dates, but it's out there. Breaking now. First, I believe it will be near the conclusion of this year. However, the XRP ETF will launch tomorrow, taking the top slot. People are now asking the question, wait, is this for the XRP ETF, guys, or the REX spot? That is launching tomorrow, Friday, the 12th. Right now, people are saying, wait, it's spot. It wasn't, in my opinion. It is stated here that this is not a conventional spot ETF, meaning that the fund, the Rexa Osprey XRP ETF, is not a spot ETF for that reason. Instead of holding the cryptocurrency directly, this structured product offers exposure to XRP through 40 ACT funds. Alright, but in contrast, whatever this AI or bot says, it's true. One spot product is the Rex Osprey XRP ETF. Correct. However, I'm rather certain it's not meant. It would be explosive news if it was a spot one. At this moment, it would be everywhere. It would be the talk of the town. Thus, I'm rather certain that it isn't. It's a futures one. However, this will go live tomorrow. Guys, this will go live tomorrow, which is bullish once more. Yes, gentlemen, everything is being launched right now. Yes, whether it's spot or not is irrelevant. Indeed, it does make a difference. The spot is quite bullish, but even with these other items that will be released for XRP connected, XRP is still bullish, isn't it? There isn't a net drawback. Whatever it is, it's always a good thing. There you have it. Interesting, says everyone in crypto. Take a look at this. Overnight, the XRP exchange reserves increased significantly. The biggest leap. Wait, what just happened? Have you ever recorded? So there's a problem here. Is something else happening? Or are exchanges preparing for a spike in demand? Comparison of XRP reserves over the past year on all exchanges. Binance just went up. Bitsum is green. Alright, the others performed somewhat as well. It appears that the XRP reserve quantities are in the billions, folks. What happened here? spiked. Correct. I would assume that someone or something is getting ready for the ETFs to launch and for the Fed to lower interest rates. Outside circumstances, I would assume so. Since we now know that ETFs are becoming more and more popular among modern investors, around 20 XRP ETFs are scheduled to launch in the coming weeks. Before December, we anticipate a $10 XRP. Yes and no, in my opinion. He says before December, but I believe we'll see a brand new autumn high in December. I believe that by the end of this year, by December, thus, November through December. Alright, in my perspective, it should cost between $5 and $10. Alright, well, but again, that's really lovely, because the extra component is waking up right now. After it broke through, which it just did, the additional piece from Mr. Zoom is now supporting the $3 resistance. Correct. Here, it burst through several trend lines. Well, the $3.35 range is the next point of resistance. You pass that new fall high, right then. So what's the reason? As you can see, there is liquidity here, and the resistance is present. Basically, there is no resistance, folks. Is this region liquidity here? You can see how they didn't take it, so they could take it. After that, is it time to go, or will it be? Our exchange will either defend this level, or take it straight away, regarded as opposition. The great thing about it at the moment is that it did break out. We're not flying at the moment. Hold on, what happened there? XRP. What, 316? Guys, hold on a minute. XRP actually shot up to $3.16 on the Kraken exchange. This isn't a coincidence. Whoa. Yes, guys, that is insane. When something happened on this market, there was probably less liquidity. It appears that a whale purchased a significant amount of XRP, indicating that Wix is incidentally filled. XRP will drop to a minimum of $3.50. Correct. However, hourly charts indicators are showing bullish once more. There are two XRP situations. Is it correct that XRP breaks $3.05 and soars to 360? Right there, resistance is being held by XRP. Well, however, it did deviate from a few trend lines, which will maintain that support, or will it retrace downward? However, I'm predicting that we will pump right now, because it appears to be bullish and bullish. According to a crypto wizard snippet, external factors will push it higher. Peace time, nerd time, is approaching. Since this is a unique graphic, it is an excerpt of E versus ET, and here, let's see. He therefore thinks that $4.50 will arrive. Alright, whoa, guys, here is XRP versus ET. Since ET blew up, XRP will set a new record high when this scenario happens, even if it only goes around this area. Given that such a big percentage, I'm rather certain I'm correct. Right there, we've witnessed a double bottom. Isn't that bullish? The holding structure of it, additionally, it is breaking out, perhaps following some consolidation, and another upward rise. It's simply bullish. Next, from Dark Defender. Well, the first weekly resistance is being broken by XRP. Take a look at this. This is therefore listed on the weekly charts. Explosively long period of time. Guys, what do we see here? In essence, we see the RSI's moving average is this yellow line. Alright, the RSI is probably attempting to rise above it. As of right now, let's just look into this and see how it happened the last time. This is the last time the RSI crossed above its moving average, and I was able to zoom out. This is where it was before that happened. Can you see what's going to happen next? Yes, it did it the last time as well. Was 1 month ago, and the price boom occurred at that time. Alright, so it looks like history is about to happen again, which is intriguing, and why? Bullish catalysts are coming in supporting the price pump. Dom now says there will be a very big news within the next day. What might that be? Is something going on? Take a look.